Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Another death in the headlines. Former NFL player Barry Bennett, who played for the Minnesota Vikings, the New York Jets, and the New Orleans Saints. And I want you to see that in Gematria, two of the teams he played for, the Jets and New Orleans, summed to 54, just like Barry Bennett sums to 54. And for the record, there's 5 teams in the NFL that have a 54 connection. The Bills, the Jets, the Redskins, the Saints, and the Titans. So anyhow, in recent days, we've talked about the death of the 54th governor of Louisiana, where New Orleans is, Kathleen Blanco. Her news was circulating in the headlines at the same time as the death of the New Orleans news personality, Nancy Parker, whose name equaled 54. And again, all of these deaths are coming right at the time that the NFL season's about to begin, that will conclude with Super Bowl 54. And every year we're showing how these rituals take place by the numbers. It's clockwork. Every single year, the same repetitive patterns. And if you've not read my book, you really should, because I teach people how to see through these rituals, which is fairly simple when you know the code. And this man who was found dead along with his wife, so the story is that him and his wife were found dead August 21st. No one had heard from him since the day prior, August 20th. And the son's not there, so the son is being named as a suspect. But the son's 22 years old, and, aren't a lot of 22-year-olds not at home? So it doesn't really seem right to accuse him of being the suspect. Again, these ritual murders go down every single year, and I don't think it's typically the children who are responsible. So for a little bit more that's interesting, they're saying that his date of death, him and his wife, is August 21st, a date that can be written 21/8, like 218, death equals 218. They were found dead in Minnesota. Minnesota equals 38, like death as well. Louisiana also happens to sum to 38. You might recall years ago there were 2 viral news stories, 2 police officer killings of young black men that were caught on Facebook Live. One story was in Minnesota, the other was in Louisiana. We talked about then how those are 2 of the only states that have Gematria of 38. They're both death. They were both stories of death, killing, murder, death. They all sum to 38. But anyhow, Minnesota story on 21/8. The Louisiana governor just died on a date with 38 numerology, the 54th governor. But look at this. From the date that they're saying he died to his upcoming birthday was 111 days. I want to find out if this is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, because that equals 111. Last year there was a big ritual in Minneapolis with the Buffalo Bills and the Vikings, the Bills being a big upset game. It was all about 111. But New York equals 111, and something that I talked about some months ago is that, if just say there was a Jets and New Orleans Super Bowl this year, which is possible, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it was, those teams would meet in the Super Bowl for the first time in 111 weeks since playing each other. From the last Sunday they played to the upcoming Super Bowl is 111 weeks. New York's 111. Now you get the death of this giant in Jet. 111 days from his birthday. And again, another 54. So we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. I just really want you to understand the 54 component and just pay attention, because this is going to happen a whole lot more. Murder by numbers. Again, it's the sport of the elite, according to that song by The Police from 1983. And if you do want to learn more about this knowledge and practice it every single day, you really should sign up for my Patreon page. I do a live decode, 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours every single day in the morning. It is mostly a sports focus, but even studying this through sports, you can learn the knowledge really well. So we'll leave it there. The link for Patreon, the book, it's always in the description of every video. Until next time.